Hey y'all, it's your girl Charity B, and welcome to the I'm Enough Mastering Self-Love podcast. This podcast was designed for both men and women who are in the process or wanting to start their self-love journey. Here we discuss many topics related to self-love that promotes healthy habits that will help support your mental and emotional health, boost self-confidence, and self-worth. So get ready. This is something you don't want to miss. If you like what you hear in this episode, feel free to DM me and leave comments on my Instagram page at im.enoughmsl. Hey y'all, welcome back to the I'm Enough Mastering Self-Love podcast. It's your girl Charity B. As usual, I hope you had a great day and I hope your week was spectacular and productive. If you are new here, welcome. We're glad to have you a part of the I'm Enough gang. As I always say, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the podcast and turn on your post notifications. And follow my Instagram page at im.enoughmsl. And don't forget to share the podcast with your loved ones, your grandpappy, your grandma, your uncle, your cousins, your auntie, your mama, your daddy, all of them, nieces and nephew, everybody, because we all need to learn how to love ourselves on a deeper level. And there's nothing wrong with, if you do love yourself on a deeper level, there's nothing wrong with finding something that helps you keep on loving yourself that way and increasing your self-growth along the way. So with that being said, before we hop into everything, I would like to say thank you, y'all, because y'all know last year was my first year podcasting and it wasn't even a full year of podcasting. It was more like half a year. But the turnout was amazing and it kind of blew my mind because I didn't expect those numbers. But we had over 7,000 plus plays, and that's pretty good pretty great for a new podcast that wasn't even a full year. So I was pretty ecstatic about that and all the people that follow, and I really want to say thank you for your love and support. And I appreciate those who follow my Instagram page and who did reach out and tell me a little bit about themselves and the things that they were going through. Y'all just don't know what that does for me, the self-gratitude that it gives me. Because it helps me keep going with the podcast. It lets me know that what I'm talking about, the information I'm giving, is not in vain. And I really do appreciate that, y'all. I really do. I'm thinking about doing something for you guys pretty soon because of, all the support that y'all have provided me along the way. But with that being said, this year we're gonna have we finna get into the nitty gritty. Y'all know I'm very authentic about what I talk about, and we don't just talk about the woosah of self-love. We talk about the nitty gritty, like the bottom of the barrel, the things the people really go through in order to. It's hard to start from a clean, slate when, it's a lot of things we deal with. But with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get into this episode. This is episode number 11. So new year, new resolutions, maybe, but I don't like resolutions. So we're gonna call this new year, new goals, okay? Welcome to 2023. We are this is the 15th. We're kind of halfway through the month already. Well, I'm recording on the 15th, but but that doesn't mean anything because we halfway in. Maybe some of you came with your goals or resolutions or whatever. So y'all know every year it's an opportunity for new opportunities, new you, new mindset, new journey. It's an opportunity for a clean slate. So we often want to come up with some type of goals for our life that we would like to accomplish, because you don't want to just be sitting around letting the days go by, because y'all know in this time of days the days be gone by. Today is Sunday, tomorrow gonna be Wednesday. By that time, skip Monday and Tuesday, but y'all know how it be. So you take that opportunity to come up with new goals for your life. And why I said not resolutions versus goals, because when I think of resolutions, it's more so of a statement of the things you want to change. It doesn't necessarily give you you're not really making a plan out of what you want to do. It's just making a statement. For instance, I want to be consistent in the gym. I want to increase my finances. I want to, lose weight. But there's no really detail or specific strategy on how you're going to do these things. Goals are more action oriented. So I say that by you set times and dates when you want to complete that goal, you list the steps that you need to do in order to achieve it. So more so like, okay, I want to lose 25 pounds by December 31st. So like, see, it's more specific. And when we come up with these resolutions, they fall through because they're not specific, and that's the issue at hand. So we're going to talk about that, because I know that I have goals for myself too that I want to accomplish, and I feel like this year is my year. And I know a lot of people say that, but I never had a year where I'm like, this is my year, or like I can see that things are going to change this year. So we're gonna talk about that. I think we need to start off strong. We need to start off with these goals so we can stick through it, because it's a whole year you and me got together in order to boost our self-confidence and, you know, have a strong self-love journey. So as I always say, it's not just y'all doing this, it's me as well. So we're gonna talk about why goals are more beneficial, and we're gonna talk about how can you go about doing these things in order to achieve your goals by the end of this year. Okay, so why are goals more beneficial? As I said, goals are more specific and more action oriented, making it easier to create a plan so that you can achieve those goals. And it also triggers new behaviors. If you start doing something little by little, eventually it becomes some part of your lifestyle. And it guides your focus so that you can maintain a momentum in your lifestyle, you know? So this year, we're going to go into making those changes, setting those goals we need into our life in order to be productive, in order to be happier with our life, okay? So this year is all about taking your life back. Well, I don't know about y'all, but this year is about me taking my life back, taking my happiness back, taking my time and energy back, whether it's taking it from people that used to use me in 2022, or taking it from the job, or whatever it is that was negatively affecting me back then. So we gonna forget, well, we're not gonna forget, but we gonna forgive everything that happened in 2022. We just gonna try to start with a clean slate for real, so that we can really have that happiness that we need in order to grow. So you're probably thinking like, how can I do this? How can I make these goals? How can I achieve these goals I have for my life? So the first thing I would say is be specific. A lot of times, like I said, we say things that we want to do, but we're not specific about what we want to do. I started off last year, I was like, I'm specific about what I want. When I had a notebook, get yourself a notebook and write your goals down you want for 2023. I wrote, or like for instance, like I said, you want to lose weight. I want to lose this amount of weight by this time, and this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to the gym 3 times a week. When I go to the gym, I'm going to set one day for arms, one day for legs, one day for abs, and I'm going to do this workout, this workout, this workout. And before you know it, by week 3 or so, it becomes a routine. You don't even have to look in your notebook or your notes anymore in order to like achieve that goal. So be specific about what you want. Don't just say, okay, I want to lose weight, or I want to increase in my finances. Be specific about what you want. The second thing I would say is don't take on more than you can handle. A lot of times we get so excited about the goal that we think we have to overdo all these overbearing things in order to achieve it. And that's not the case. You just need to take on a little bit at a time, you know? Don't overwhelm yourself, because when you overwhelm yourself, you're going to give up. That's like you saying, like, I want to lose all this. or like, I want to increase my finances, so I'm going to take on all these projects. 2 out of 3 of those projects are going to flunk because you didn't manage your time properly, or you took on more than you can handle. So try to eat. It's like a burger. You don't just eat the whole burger all at once. You might take a little bit off, you chew it, swallow. You don't just you don't eat the whole thing, you know? So try not to don't take off more than you can handle. That way you can keep track of your progress and where you fail or where you need improvement in, those areas you need improvement in. You're able to handle or be able to see the progress and see what the changes you need to make. Because if you take too much on, your mind's gonna be cluttered. you're gonna be, like I said, you're gonna be overwhelmed. Your feelings gonna be overwhelmed. You're not gonna be able to do it, and you're just gonna quit. And we're not quitting 2023. We are going to complete the goals we have. Okay. The third thing I would say in order to achieve your goals is to keep your goals visible. Whether it's getting sticky notes and writing a little bit at a time. Like, I go to my best friend's house. I went to her house recently, and she has little pink sticky notes, and she still have them up there, but she have them on her door, front door, where she actually passes by. She has it by her kitchen, on her little bar. I think I seen one in the restroom, but she has them around the house. And that, when you see your goal, that keeps you on track. Because, sometimes if it's out of sight, it's out of mind. Because let's be honest, we are adults and we have a lot of things that we have to deal with throughout the day that can be like, okay, I forgot I had to do this. I got to do this because I got to take care of bills, take care of my kids, work, etc. So it can be easy to forget the things that we need to do. And by the time we look, it's halfway through the year and we haven't completed anything. And we do not want that. So keep those things visible, whether it's writing down sticky notes, creating a vision board. I personally have never created like a vision board, but it helps for certain people if you are a visual person. Even your notes in your phone, like write things down, write your goals down, keep it on your computer, things that you pass by every day in your kitchen, etc. Fourth thing I would say is move in silence. This is my personal favorite. And I say that because last year I talked about a lot of things that I wanted to do within my career, and it fell through because I felt like I was talking about it, but I was doing the actions, but it would always fall through because something came up, whether it was finances or, I didn't have the time. I felt like I was overwhelmed with my job, etc. So I decided a month before the year ended, I'm not saying anything about what I'm doing until I'm doing it. And it wasn't about who I told it to, because I personally believe wholeheartedly that everybody that I told my goals to were on my side and wanted to see me grow, because they were the people who were helping me and on trying to get me on the right track, whether it was actually doing something or talking to me and trying to keep me, level-headed and not being sad, depressed because things kept falling through. So it was never about the people I was telling, but for some people it may be about because the people you are telling your goals to. But I don't know, maybe it was just something I feel like I shouldn't have put it in the atmosphere yet until I started to do it. So I had a goal and I didn't tell anybody but my boyfriend, because of course I lived with my boyfriend, so it was like I had to tell it because it was affecting it would affect both of us. So it's okay to tell the people you live with if you have to tell them, but I say move in silence because it's better not to put it in the atmosphere, and sometimes we just need to do it. And when we get there and we are actually in the process of doing it, then we talk about it, because you are talking about it even after you completed the goal, because sometimes we just don't need to put it in the atmosphere, because sometimes people we don't even know about probably talking about us, and the devil is always working. So I say move in silence. Don't let people know what you're doing, and don't let people close to you know what you're doing, because sometimes if you keep doing that and it keeps flunking and you like, okay, it would make me sad and depressed. You wonder why things are not working out, because you told somebody who actually is preying on your downfall and not even thinking about it. So I would say move in silence, whether you got somebody on your team or not. That's not the case. The case is some things are just for you. Some goals are just for you. Sometimes you got to get tired of being tired. And I think that's where I'm at now. Like, I'm tired of being tired. So it's like, this is for me. These goals are for me. So I don't say anything until I'm in the process. I done paid my money and I'm ready to do it. Like, I am in the door. That's the only way I talk about things now, my goals. Nobody knew what I was doing until I was in the process of doing it. So I just like say sometimes you put things in the atmosphere and they just don't turn out how you want, because the devil is always working. So I would definitely say learn how to move in silence. Don't let your right hand know what your left one is doing, and vice versa. Just keep that goal that you want to achieve to yourself. And next, if you have a problem deciding on how to turn your resolution into goals, then I would recommend starting broad. For an example, you want to increase in your finances. That's the goal, or that's the resolution. Well, now, how will I do that? Do I want to get a side hustle? Do I want to turn my side hustle, if I currently have one, into my main source of income? How much am I trying to increase my income by? Like things like that. Actually, write those questions down. What they used to say in school: the how, what, when, and why. Or well, I don't know the other one: the how, what, when, and why, and the who. But the who is you, so that don't matter. So 4, write those questions down. Like, what am I going to do? How I'm going to do it? When I want to do it by? And why do I want to do this for my life? How is this going to make my life better, moving forward? So if you do have a hard time trying to do that, just start off broad and then work your way down to narrow it down into your actual intended goal. So you'll say, I want to increase. So it's going to get, by the time you narrow it down, you're going to have something specific. I want to increase my income by $500 by the end of this year by doing this. And I will start by doing this in order to get there. So by doing this, you narrow your big broad spectrum into something, a narrow main goal, and then you have other small goals in order to accomplish that, which would be your who, what, your what, when, why, and how. So that you can it just makes the process easier on you, okay? For you moving forward, you'll be able to achieve these goals easier. So this year, we're trying to make things easier for us so we can accomplish these goals, okay? And I would also say the next step, number 6, is to create an atmosphere of accountability. See, now this is where we have issues. It's fine when we actually write the goal down and we actually go about doing everything, and we write the goals, little small goals and everything. It's just being accountable, holding ourselves accountable to achieve these goals. Yes, we get in that spat where we don't be motivated and we nothing's wrong with that. We're human beings. So what? We have our issues. We have those moments where we just want to give up. Totally fine. You can take your break. Do not let your break go past a couple months, because at that point, you're not going to do it no more. So it's okay to give yourself a couple days, a week or so, whatever gets your mind right. But you need to hold yourself accountable. If you really want this enough, you're going to do it. And I think, like I always say, I think everything's a mental thing. Of course, we're humans, and naturally, we have emotions, and what would we be if we didn't have those emotions that allow us to feel? That's okay. But if we really want it bad enough, mentally, we gonna make what we want to. We gonna make it shake. We gonna make something shake in order to achieve the goal we want to do. We not gonna let the little small mishaps affect us when we know that this is what I want. Y'all know what I always say. We right here with that now or later, but we want that lollipop. And it's like, how bad do you want the lollipop? I feel like if you give up that easily, you didn't want the lollipop to begin with. You just wanted to say you wanted to go. You just didn't want it bad enough. And when you want something bad enough, you're going to do whatever it takes to get there, no matter what's in your way. You're going to knock all those obstacles out the way. So do not forget to hold yourself accountable for your actions and everything else. This is not for anyone else. It's for you. Don't worry about anybody else's goal and all of that. It's about you this year. So hold yourself accountable for those things. Be determined. Like I always say, be determined. Remove anyone or anything that stands in your way. Now that's a hard one, because there's a lot of things, for a lot of people that would be hard. For me, I don't really care. Just tosh with you. But we have to get in that I think we fall victim to caring about loved ones a lot. You may love your mama, your sister, your brother, your family member, your friend, but at some point, you have to realize that they have to be removed for a while in order for you to be the person you want to be. And I get the fact that you need to respect your parents and you want to be respectful. That is totally fine. Or you want to respect that friend or whoever. But you have to realize this: respect isn't given, it's earned. And you don't have to disrespect anybody in order to show that you are standing and sticking with your boundaries that protect you. it comes to a point where like you think you giving this person respect by not disrespecting them, but they're disrespecting you. So you're okay with the fact of you being respectful, but you don't care enough to not let them disrespect you. And you may not see it at that, but that's exactly what it is. If someone continues to abuse your boundaries and don't really care about how things make you feel, they're disrespecting you. It is disrespect. It's nothing else but that. You don't have to disrespect. Like I said, you don't have to disrespect nobody to say your point. You can say things respectfully, and if they fail to comply with your boundaries that you set for yourself, then it's okay to remove yourself. Y'all have to be okay with the fact that you need to remove yourself from that situation. And like I said, you don't always have to remove yourself 100% and never see that person again. That's not what I'm saying. But you have to be in that set mindset that you're determined to get what you need to do. And you have to be tired of being tired of where you are. If you know for a fact that person is a downfall in your life and they kind of make you feel about yourself, they gotta go. They gotta go. There's no other way around it. They have to go. If they gotta go for a couple months or a year or so, that's totally fine. Nobody is saying that you can't communicate with the person, but you gotta care about yourself enough. And I think that's where people fail. Like, you don't care about yourself enough. You don't care about your well-being enough to remove that person. You care more about them than yourself. Like, it doesn't sound quite nice at all, because that's not right. You're not living for nobody else. You're living for yourself. So you have to be okay with the fact that it's okay to not have everybody in your circle. It's okay to not let them to keep misusing you and abusing you. It's okay to worry about you. Like, there's nothing wrong with worrying about you. Okay? So please try to take that time and figure out who that person is that constantly kind of like be messing up, or what they do won't allow you to actually persevere and be able to grow or have that self growth. Look at that, right? If you have to sit down, like I always say, write the pros and the cons of actually talking to that person or being around that person. If the pros outweigh the cons, then maybe you just need to remove them a little bit but still accomplish your goal. Like I said, it don't have to be a long time. But if the cons outweigh the good, then you need to sit back and see how can I move things around in order to be able to get where I want to be. Because I understand the heart wants what the heart wants, but your mindset gonna have to be stronger than your heart. Point blank period. I don't care. Your mindset gotta be stronger, because ain't no way you could keep letting somebody do you like that or whatever and think they could get away with it. And they just having the time of their life. A good example is, like, I be watching Real Housewives of Atlanta now. So my best friend got it on there. She know it word for word. But they really funny on there. But an example is Kandi and her mother. Like, her mother is really, I don't want to say she's a bad person, but she be like really manipulating Kandi. And I just feel like Kandi love her mama to a default. And I get it. That's your mama, and you think you need to respect what you do. But at the same time, in the Bible, it say, even though it say honor your mother and your parents, it say parents do not provoke your kids. I'm gonna put the little scripture up there too, because they do say that too. So it go both ways. God didn't say, like I just said, respect is earned, not just given to anybody. I'm not gonna allow you to keep disrespecting me and think that's okay, But I don't know, that's just my mindset. But like, she's a perfect example, and I be like, it starts affecting your relationships around you, then that's a problem. Like, you can't continue to let your loved one, like, take away your happiness. If that person makes you happy, or what you're doing makes you happy, screw what whoever talking about it, your mama or whoever talking about what you got going on. If it makes you happy, then do that. And this is what you actually want, then do that. Don't let nobody stand in the way of that lollipop. Because the devil does put people and things in your way, and these obstacles, just to test you to see if you really want it. And not even the devil. God put the obstacles in your way to see if you really want that lollipop, or you just here for a short time, not a good time, not a long time. You're going to be tested. But if you want it enough and you ready for this year to turn around and be something different, then you're going to do what you need to do when it's time to think about your goals, okay? And the next thing I would say is to stay motivated. Start surrounding your people. Once you remove those negative things and those obstacles that are those people or those things that still hold you back or try to stand in your way, try to surround yourself with like-minded people, okay? There's always going to be someone in this world that is going through the exact same thing you are. So don't think you that special just be going through these trials and tribulations and somebody out there is not going through the exact same thing. So find somebody who is either in the same position or you, or already where you are trying to be, and get around them, try to befriend them and stuff. It's not necessarily to use them. It's better to surround yourself by like-minded people and keep you, on the track. It keep you on your same path or where you want to be. And I think your goals itself motivate you in order to keep going. It's like if we didn't have these goals or some type of intended endpoint or where we want to meet, we would just be here, and nothing in life would motivate us to want to keep going. So your goals can be your motivation. The end result, looking at picturing yourself at the end goal. Like I always say, picturing yourself at the finish line. The self-gratitude and how you're going to feel after that is so rewarding. Like it'll keep you going. So keep remembering your goals and surround yourself by like-minded people and things that will keep you on that same path, and continue to look forward to something. If you do lose focus of your goal, because it happens, like I said, I personally most times I meditate. I just wake up. As soon as I wake up, I put my little sleep mask on, because I sleep with a sleep mask. Yeah, I'm bougie, whatever. Anyways, so I sleep with my sleep mask on, and then I put my AirPods in. I play my 10-minute meditation video that I get off of YouTube. And I practice my breathing. And y'all just don't know. Meditation actually works. You don't have to do it for so long. Even if you can't do it for 10 minutes, because some people can't sit that long. 5 minutes. It doesn't matter. Just breathing for that short amount of time and practice my breath, taking in a deep breath, exhaling, all of that. That does me justice. And I promise you the day moving forward, no matter what happened my way, or what obstacle I'm faced with, I'm still able to get through the day. I'm calm. Things that will make me angry, quotations, my job, they don't make me angry anymore. Like now, last year, y'all just don't understand how much I hate my job. Like I'll tell this to people all the time. Y'all just don't understand how much I hate. And hate is a strong word, but that's how I feel about that job. So I used to let things get to me, and it used to take a toll of me, because I felt stuck. Like I couldn't find nothing else, and I felt stuck, and I would be depressed, really sad. Y'all wouldn't know this, because my podcast gives me gratitude. It gives me it made me happy. When I used to have spats, I used to write episodes. That's the type of thing that would help me. But meditate, refocus. I do that so that I can get myself together, because I got some place to go, and I'm praying we're gonna get there. Everyone. I'm sorry, y'all. That just popped in my head. My best friend would get it, because we usually be referring things we say back to songs. But anyways, back to what we were talking about. But yeah, if you lose focus, motivate. Find something that will help you get back on focus. And sometimes we just need a couple of days. We just need a couple of days for everything to stop. I know some things can't just stop, like the bills. They keep coming, unfortunately. Boo. But we have to take that 5 to 10 minutes to get ourselves together. Or sometimes just say, forget it. Because sometimes the bills going to come. Whether the money in there or not, they going to come. So don't worry and stress yourself about that. Just try to just get a day where everything can stop. If it's the first, for me, my first off day is on a Friday, so everything just stops for me. I don't do nothing. I might clean up my house, if that, but later in the day, or I'll clean it up Saturday, because I'm off Fridays and Saturdays. But Friday, rest. I sit on the couch or I sit in the bed. I just be there. Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes I just don't need nothing. I don't need no music. I don't need no sound. I don't need no phone. I don't need no social media. I just need complete silence. If you need that, take that day or a couple days for you to be focused, then get back to it. When you get back to it, it's grind time. We finna be on it. Be on it. It's the same thing with healthy eating. It's okay to have, because I have a condition, so I have to eat mostly healthy, but it's hard. Trust me, it's really hard. But it's like healthy eating, you know. We eating the whole week. We eating good. We eating salads. We eating our avocados. We eating, no gluten free this, gluten for that. And then I'm like, dang, I want some boiled seafood. I'm gonna go get my boiled seafood. There's nothing wrong with cheat days. There's nothing wrong with taking a break. But like I said, when it's time to get to it, we got to do double the work to make up for that time. And I personally like that because that gives me, like when you playing a video game and like you drive, it's like a driving video game, and then you run into something and they give you like that instant, like a little booster. That's what happens when I get back to my goal. It's like a boost. I take off. And then, the next couple of weeks is going to be amazing. But it's okay to take a step back. It's okay to not feel motivated. It's okay. As long as we get back to it. That's the only thing. Lastly, I would like to say this. Out of all the things that we talked about, the last thing I would say is be you. Be the best you can be. Okay, don't beat yourself up. It's trial and error. Maybe this year isn't, or this month isn't the month to be doing things or for yourself. Maybe it's not the time to start your goal. But don't beat yourself down for failing or not being able to see it through. We just gonna try it again. And like I said, that's just life. We live and we learn. We make the mistakes we make, and we either grow from them or we just keep making the same mistakes until we finally get it. And that's fine. So people don't, be at the same pace as others. And there's nothing wrong with that. You're on your own unique journey. You're on your own unique path. So do the best that you can do. If you are going to do a goal or something that you're trying to achieve, put your best foot forward. That's all we asking. Well, not me, but yourself is only asking for you to do the best that you can do. Put your best foot forward. Don't go in half-assing it. Just actually put your best foot forward. Don't let yourself down, because then when you fail something, think about that though. Like, if you do not complete this, how would you feel about yourself? Are you gonna be like, okay girl, it's okay, better enough luck next time? Or are you gonna be miserable and sad? So like for me, like I said, this year is no room for failure. Ain't no room for failure. Ain't no room for falling through, because I'm about to be 25. My birthday is in 2 weeks. Well, when I release this, it's going to be the next week. So my birthday is January 28th. Aquarius gang. Shout out to all Aquarius out there. Round of applause. So I said it's no room for failure for me. I hope y'all on the same page. No room for failure. And I hope y'all tired of being tired. And I hope y'all don't. For those who are not even there yet of being tired of being tired, I prefer nobody to get that low. But sometimes we need to get that low in order to do what we need to do. Like, be determined enough to get that lollipop. So, also, I would say default to a routine that keeps you balanced. I wouldn't say do things that make you comfortable, because sometimes we get comfortable and it's in the same gray area. So do something that keeps you balanced. A new routine that you are comfortable with, but it's new to you and it still provides you with the progress or results that you want. So do that, and do things that just keep promoting growth. We are in a year of growth, which is growth in the finances, growth in career opportunities, growth in our life, growth in our how we feel about ourselves, self-growth, our mental growth. Whatever it is, this year is about that. And we are determined to do that. We are taking our life back. We are taking our happiness back. That's what I feel like 2023 is about. Stretch beyond your normal self and reach for new heights. That's the thing. That's it. That's all, y'all. But that's all I really have for y'all today. I know I want to start this year off with, not too much, just a little razzle dazzle, because I know everybody is more so like, oh, we own it this year. And the people that I speak to, we own to new, better things. We trying to get this money by tomorrow. So yeah, don't beat yourself up, but we own it. We own it. Be determined, y'all. Like I said, stretch yourself, stretch beyond your normal self and reach for new heights. That's all, y'all. See you guys. in a week and a half from now. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. In 2 weeks. So again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn your post notifications, and follow my Instagram page at iam.enoughmsl. I'm so glad to talk to you guys again. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.